Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. I apologize, you guys, for the delay. I've been having some technical difficulties, but we are back live. If someone could let me know if you guys are here on YouTube and Facebook. We were live on Facebook just a second ago, but we weren't live on YouTube, so I had to restart the live. So hopefully you guys are on now. If someone could let me know if you guys can hear me inside the chat, that would be great. It's Monday. Today is April 21st. We're going to be hitting your guys' chart request here today. But first, I want to go over this huge technical breakout on Bitcoin. You guys can see that we got a green dot. We're looking at a weekly chart here. This came right here on April 14th. This was last week. This was sitting around 83. And you guys can see, zooming to the chart, since 2023, every time Bitcoin has gotten a green dot down here on the weekly chart, it has absolutely exploded to the upside. So we got this one back here in September at 27. This one right here in September of 2024. This was September of 2023. It went from 24 all the way up to 73. This one, we got three of them down here, just kind of going sideways. We were stuck in this consolidation range. Consolidating is when we're just going sideways. But then we got this one right here in September. That was September 16th. And we absolutely exploded from 57 all the way up to 108. Now we're getting one here in April of 2025. This is the first green dot on the weekly chart we've seen in 2025, if you don't count this January one right up here. But the lower the wave, if the blue wave's up here, green dots aren't as good, right? Because we've already went up 100, 200%, right? This was a massive move here. That was a 92% move. So when you get a green dot up here, it's not as bullish as it is down here. When we're down here, this just means we're very oversold. All right, we're live now on YouTube. What's going on, Alfred? What's going on, Seth? What's going on, Angels to Zero? Nice to have you guys. Hope you guys had a great Easter weekend. I was traveling with my wife last week. That's why I wasn't live on Wednesday or Friday, but I'm glad to be back in the driver. I'm glad to have you guys back here. Hope you guys, again, had a great Easter weekend, and I'm loving this breakout here on Bitcoin, folks. This is a textbook breakout. Let's look at this daily chart real quick. If I just draw a line here, a trend line, this is like basic technical analysis, like 101 here, folks. Okay, you draw that trend line. Look at this breakout. We are breaking out today. So my analysis, folks, for the last month or two has been, hey, we're going to see the top of the market. We're going to see the top of Bitcoin and crypto sometime between the end of summer and the end of the year. I'm thinking somewhere between August and September is when I think you're going to see the actual top. And look at this monthly candle right now on Bitcoin, guys. This thing is just absolutely rocking right now, dude. Look at that fat hammer candle, dude. Similar to the one we got right here. Very similar to that one. Very similar to this one right here. So this is extremely bullish, folks. And I know I've been talking about the weekly chart a lot lately. A lot of you guys have been asking, why are you looking at the weekly? Well, the weekly chart feeds the monthly chart. So the weekly chart will give you a green dot here. And again, these green dots are buy signals for those of you that are new. The weekly charts will give you the buy signal, okay, before the monthly. So what the green dot means typically, whatever time frame you're on. So if you're on a monthly chart, you got to assume the green dot on the monthly is going to mean, okay, the next 1, 2, 3, I always say 1 to 6 months is going to be up. Okay, this one came right here in October at 27. It went up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months in a row. Had a little pullback and then ripped for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months in a row. Okay, so if it comes on a weekly, what does that mean? That means the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, right? Or 6 weeks or 12 weeks are going to be up. So if the weekly chart goes up, how many weeks are in a month, right? There's 4 weeks in a month. So if we're going to go up for the next 4 to 6 weeks on this chart, what does that mean the monthly chart's going to do? That means the monthly chart's going to go up. And I think you're going to see a green dot on Bitcoin in May. I think in May, meaning in about 8 to 9, or how many days are in April? Like 30? 9 days. In 9 days, I think you're going to get this next monthly signal here, folks. I think it's coming. And I think it's going to shock the absolute world here. I mean, I don't think 90% of Intel investors are not ready for this move here in crypto. And again, I'm just looking at the charts, guys. I'm just the chart. I'm not a rocket scientist. I simply can just look at a chart here and identify that, hey, when a green dot comes on this indicator, when this blue wave is down here, okay, for the last 2 years, okay, you could even zoom out more, go all the way back to 22. Okay, you had a bull trap right here. This was a bull trap. Okay, but minus that, every single last 1, 2, right? You could count this as one time because we got the signal with the same, pretty much with the same price. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6 times since 2021 in the last 4 years, this has resulted in a massive move higher, a big run higher. So this is a huge breakout for Bitcoin here, folks. I mean, and we're even breaking over the 9 EMA here as well. So again, end of summer, folks. We are not day traders on this channel. If Bitcoin goes down 2% tomorrow, don't come at me, okay? Talk to me at the end of summer, okay? Because I really think we're going to get a blow-off top here into the end of summer and into the end of the year. The top, again, you can't take these things literally, but just based on what the charts are telling me, anywhere from August, right, to September. That is where I'm going to be looking to buy, or I'm looking to sell. Okay, I think that's when we're going to have this massive move. Right now, I think we're right here in a bear trap. I think we're sitting right here in a bear trap. Okay, I think we just had this phase November and December. Everyone was excited, right? Everyone was like, oh my God, yeah, right? Everyone was buying. Everyone was having a good time. And then these last 3 months, they've been awful, right? It just hasn't been fun for anybody, right? Not for me, not for you, right? It's been a massive sell-off, okay? But a bear trap is when everybody thinks we're going down and we end up absolutely rocket shipping. Okay. I think we're sitting right. I'm 90% right now, 90% sure that we're sitting right here inside of a bear trap. So I just wanted to, on Monday and Wednesday, guys, we cover your guys' chart requests over here in the Discord. I am going to cover our members' chart requests here first, and then I will take some live stream chart request at the end. So if you want to cover your chart here, just put it in the chat here at the end. Stick around till the end. But I am going to take care of our members first, and then I'll get to the live request if you guys are not a member. But if you guys want to become a member in the Discord, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't. It's $4 a month, and you get access to pretty much everything. The signals, right? We got the monthly, the weekly, the daily alerts. You can request charts. You can get access to our member chat and more. If you guys do want to become a member and get your request in here, you guys can go ahead and come over here and click on this link. Again, it's $4 a month if you guys pay for the year, and that gets you access to a bunch of cool stuff. So I am going to be answering you guys' chart requests here from the Discord. As always, if you guys are watching the replay and I didn't get to you, we will be doing another stream on Wednesday to cover more requests, but we have a lot of good names in here we're going to be looking at today. We got NVIDIA, we got Tesla, we got FLR, we got Jasmy HBAR, CLF, we got Tesla Coin, ARB Dot, Algorand HBAR, CRO, Chainlink, XLM, XTZ, Toncoin, Coinbase, CELH, Target. We got a bunch of names we're going to be covering in today's video. So stick around, guys. There's going to be a lot of charting. I mean, for crypto at least, not so much stocks right now. Is just, I mean, we're literally days, if not hours away from a massive breakout. And the charts are just lining up really nicely right now. And I'm loving that breakout that we just went over there on Bitcoin. So before we get into the requests, I just want to go over the rules real quick, guys. We are swing traders on this channel. We are not day traders. We focus on a monthly and a daily chart. Okay. Sometimes we'll look at the weekly. Sometimes we'll look at a 4-hour, but typically we are focused on a monthly and a daily chart. Therefore, all of our investments are for 1 to 6 months out. So when we buy something, we are buying it for the prices in 1 to 6 months. We're not buying it for the price tomorrow or the next day or next week or the week after that. We're 1 to 6 months out. When you use the larger time frames, you guys have to have a long-term vision. Okay. A lot of people have a hard time holding for a week these days, and that's why nobody makes money in the markets. Okay. We are focused on a monthly and a daily chart. And again, we integrate with the weekly and the 4-hour as well. Okay. We enter and exit positions using our trading indicator. The trading indicator is what I just talked about with those green and red dots. Simply put, the green and the red dot means sell. Rule number 4 is we only buy assets that have a green dot or a green candle on the monthly chart. So for example, Bitcoin right now, okay, if I go to the monthly chart, it does not have a green dot. but it does have a green candle. So therefore, we can be looking for entries based on the daily chart. We're looking to buy the day of the green dot. Okay. And honestly, I'd probably be buying Bitcoin right here, right now off this breakout and just setting a stop loss right there at about 83,000. I mean, if we hold on to 83,000, this thing's about ready to absolutely rocket ship back up to 100 here. If we can break over 90, folks, the bull run is in full force. And I'm loving what the weekly chart says. And the monthly chart is looking really bullish with this bull hammer candle. That is a massive, massive bull hammer there on the monthly chart. This tells me that the monthly dot is coming in May. So I think it's a great time to add to Bitcoin here at around 80. If you were to buy here, I would buy it right there and use a stop loss, like I said, right there at that low. You could even move it down here to like 81. I would just say 80,000 is the stop loss right now, but this thing looks really, really, really bullish. Again, I'll draw that trend line for you guys. If you just look at the blue line, that dark blue line, that's the 50-day moving average. You can see how that dark blue line that was acting as resistance, it got rejected there, got rejected there, got rejected there, got rejected, but went sideways and then broke out. So this is a breakout over that 50-day moving average. And folks, if we get over 90K tomorrow, markets are just going to absolutely explode. And again, this weekly chart looks extremely bullish here. So buckle up. Okay. So after we identify whether the green dot or the green candle is on the monthly chart, we then want to buy the day of the green dot. So simply put, the buying strategy is a monthly green dot or green candle plus a daily green dot equals buy. So ideally you want the candle on the monthly, right? The dot on the monthly tells you we're going up. Okay. Boom. You got a green dot right there on Bitcoin right there around 18,000. You had another one right here in October around 27. And this one came right here around 65 or 66. Okay. And it all resulted in a move higher. So if my analysis is correct here, based on what the weekly's telling me here, we should see a green dot on the monthly chart of Bitcoin in May. Okay. As long as 80,000 can hold. 80,000 is a major, major support level. And as long as that holds, okay, this is a massive breakout. I mean, you guys are seeing it here. Today is the day Bitcoin has broke its downtrend. Okay, we have been in that downtrend. This is textbook technical analysis, guys. You just draw a trend line here. Okay, connecting the highs here. Okay, connect the high there, connect to the high here, there, hit the high there, hit the high there, and then boom, breakout. So yes, we could come back down and retest like 82 or 81 and then explode, or we could just go straight the heck up. So we'll see what happens, but this is a very, very, I mean, look at that technical breakout there. I mean, downtrend, downtrend, downtrend. Boom, we have now broken out over it. And you got that signal that we called out there last week at around 83. So super, super bullish here. Super bullish. Okay, Mikey Mike, what's up? What's going on, my brother? And then our sell strategy, guys, is simply when the stochastic RSI, you can see the stochastic RSI, when that line, white dotted line here, that is normally a great time to be selling. That or the other sell rule. We got all these right over here in the trading rule. I also have a free trading course. If you guys are new, you guys can check out all of these videos over here, about 7 or 8 that goes over our strategy a little more. But I just like to go at the beginning for a refresher for our members and people who have been here, and also the new people. Another great opportunity to sell is when you get a red dot inside the red zone on the Fibonacci. So the Fibonacci tool is one of the most used tools among institutional investors. Typically, you just want to sell the red side of the red zone, just like you got there on Bitcoin back there around 105. That was at 105,000. It sold all the way off to 77. So a red dot in the red zone, or when the stochastic RSI touches that white dotted line, that is our selling strategy here. Okay, so I wanted to refresh you guys for when we're going over our requests, so you guys know what it is that we are looking for. So let's go ahead and dive in here to our requests over here. Let's go up to the top, and we're just going to work our way down. I will take some requests to our non-members in the chat at the end of the live stream if there is any left. UVIX from Picnic is going to be the first request here. So let's go ahead and look at the monthly first. Okay, you can't really tell on this one just because it's one of those weird ETFs. But if you're trading this one, I just look at the daily here, and I would look to buy on the. Looks like that daily green dot's going to probably come tomorrow, but I would just be watching $50. $50 is going to be your stop loss on this one. Had a really nice breakout. This looks like a VIX. the VIX 2X. What did the VIX do today, by the way? Yeah, the VIX is trying to break out here. So, yeah, that one's tough. I would just use these lows, right? $28 as the low on the UVX. Let's look at NVDA. Okay, stocks got clobbered today. Yeah, so that one's still coming down. I would wait for a green dot here on NVIDIA. Wait for the monthly green dot. You can see this one came back in December. That was around $14 back in 2022. Absolutely ripped. But right now we're in free fall. I would not be looking to buy NVIDIA at these levels. I would not be looking to buy it. They had that China news. They're too exposed to China. If we look at the weekly, I would consider buying around 60 if we can get down there. Okay, the next range to watch is 80. But if it comes down to 60, I would absolutely buy it up. It looks like they got earnings here in about a month, but this thing is a falling knife right now. So honestly, I would look to nibble on some at 80 and then nibble again at 60 if you wanted to dollar cost average in. But best thing you could do is just wait for a green dot here on the monthly. Wait for either a green candle or a green dot to take action. But right now, NVIDIA is a falling knife. So stocks are going down and crypto's going up, folks. That's a really good sign for crypto. But I would stay away from NVIDIA for now. Okay, they had that China news not too long ago. Tesla, same thing, just a falling knife at the moment. Looking at the weekly here, we're just chopping around this range. They got earnings coming up, it looks like tomorrow. We got Tesla earnings tomorrow coming out after hours. So that's going to be something interesting to watch. We'll keep you guys updated in the Discord, but I got a feeling they're not doing too well now that everyone's blowing up their cars and doing all the crazy stuff. You know, I got to imagine people are kind of, I mean, I wouldn't buy a Tesla right now. I don't want my car to get keyed or something, you know, but that's just my analysis, the fundamental analysis there. I got to imagine their earnings aren't going to be that good, but if this thing dips down to like 160, I'd buy it down there. I'd buy it at 160. That's where we bounced back here in 2024. And that's where we bounced. Well, we bounced at 100 down here in 2023, but I would either wait for the weekly or the monthly dot on Tesla. You want either the weekly or the monthly in your favor, guys. We need that green dot to tell us, hey, it's safe to get in. Okay, and you also got the death cross right there on the daily as well. If you guys don't know what the death cross is, that is when the daily 50 crosses over that 200. Tesla doesn't look good right now. Honestly, I would short Tesla here. I would short Tesla here down to probably like 160, but I would not be looking to buy this until you get one of those signals either on the weekly or the monthly. We got FLR. This one's looking nice. I really like FLR. FLR got the green dot right there back in April, coming in here to like the 4 hour. We're now trending above those EMAs here, and the daily we're also under the 50. So I like Flare as long as we hold on to that 0.014 level. Again, that breakout on Bitcoin is freaking beautiful. And if Bitcoin goes, all these coins are going to absolutely rip. So I would be looking to buy Flare here, and I just use a stop loss at 0.014. 0.014 on the stop loss. And honestly, I'd buy it if it goes down to 0.014. I'd be a buyer of Flare here, guys. I'm a buyer of Flare. I've been a buyer since a couple of weeks ago off that weekly dot. And you also got the weekly green candle as well. You can see what happened. Red, 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 red. Green candle on the monthly. Ripski. Red, 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 red. Green candle on the monthly. What do you guys think the next move is? Is it going to be up? Is it going to be down? If I'm going off these patterns, it's going to be up. Okay, I really like Flare here. Solid altcoin play. And it looks really good. I'd be a buyer of FLR here. What else we got? I see an XRP. I know we're going to get to it, but let me just look at it real quick here. Okay, so it's still red on the monthly, and we don't have a green dot yet on the weekly. But again, if Bitcoin breaks out here, I mean, this thing hasn't been moving at all. If Bitcoin breaks out, XRP is going to freaking moon here. But the level, the level everyone's watching right now is $2. That's the level everybody's watching right now. So I think they might dip it down to 2 to shove everybody's stop loss. I think that shove everybody's stop loss out, and I think they're going to rip it. Okay, if you're in it, if you're in it and you haven't bought it at $2, I would buy some at 2. Okay, and then what I would do after that is I would just, I mean, if we hold, I think we're going to hold on to $2. Again, nothing is 100%, but I think with the way Bitcoin's moving right now, I think you're going to see XRP hold on to 2. It might dip below it for a second, but I think it's going to get sucked right back up. So I think right here around $2 is a great place to be buying XRP. The next place I'd look to buy is down here at 150. Okay, 150. If you guys want to average in, but is the major support. We've been holding on to that like crazy. And like I said, with the way that Bitcoin's looking right now, with this technical breakout here, massive breakout, that's going to bring all of crypto up with it. So I still like XRP here. I think it's a solid hold. If you haven't bought it at $2, I think $2 is a good place to nibble on some. And then, like I said, if you buy it at 2, I wouldn't buy it again unless it comes down to 150. Okay, but I do think you're going to get that weekly dot here. That weekly dot will be called out over here inside the Discord under the weekly alerts section. Okay, we got a bunch of alerts here today on a lot of stocks. IBIT, that's the crypto ETF. That's BlackRock's ETF there. We also had a bunch go off on crypto on Sunday. We had HBAR go off. We had the total 3 go off. TAI, I took a position on TAI over the weekend. Altcoin, Comp, and a bunch of other names. SUI even went off. That's a very popular coin there in CRO. So if you guys want confirmation, I'd wait for a weekly dot, but I don't see this thing breaking down below 2. If it breaks down below 2, the next place to buy it's going to be right there at 150. And if that breaks, we'll just buy it again at $1. So again, obviously long-term strategy. If you guys are long on it, then obviously you got to figure out your time frame. Are you buying for the prices tomorrow or next week? Are you going to hold this thing for 5 years? Are you going to hold it for 6 months? What's your plan? Right? $2 is the technical level right now there on XRP. So not much else I could tell you. What I could tell you is just to wait on that green dot there on the weekly chart. If you want to play it and you think this reversal is for real here, $2 is a great level to be buying. We got Jasmy here. Jasmy got the weekly dot again. Let's zoom out. Okay. Every time Jasmy has gotten a weekly dot here, boom, green dot, sideways action. It's had a massive move. This was in a TikTok video last week. I love Jasmy here. I would be a buyer of Jasmy at these levels. Absolute buyer of Jasmy at these levels. I would buy it on the next daily green dot here because you got the weekly. You got a monthly green candle. Again, that checks all the boxes. Okay. You come over here to the trading rules. Okay. We only want to buy assets that have a green dot or a green candle on the monthly chart. What color is the candle? Okay. The candle is green here on the monthly. So what are we doing? We are looking to buy on a daily green dot. Okay. So we got this daily dot here on Saturday that came around 0.03. It's sitting right at that same price right now. So I like it here. I like Jasmy here. I'd be a buyer. I would be a buyer of Jasmy here. Absolute buyer of Jasmy. What else we got? We got HBAR. HBAR, green dot here on the weekly. Again, the weekly feeds the monthly, guys. The weekly dot will come before the monthly dot. And you're getting one here on HBAR this week. And you got a nice green candle forming here on the monthly. We've talked about this chart quite a bit over the last few weeks. And you could see what pattern is playing out here. This was the last bull run here, guys, for HBAR. What went up for 1, 2, 3 months in a row? We dipped for 1, 2, 3 months in a row. And then we ripped to all-time highs. This is the pattern I think is playing out, right? Takeoff phase, sell off, ripski. Okay, let's go back to our cheat sheet here. Look at this. Take off, sell off, ripski. Take off, first sell off, bear trap. Oh my God, right? The bull runs or bear market. Everybody sell. Everyone, it's over. Ripski. That's the pattern I think is playing out at HBAR here. I think HBAR looks good. I've been a buyer of this name since 15 cents. And I really like it here. I think it's about ready to break out. Buyer of HBAR at these levels. Okay, and again, you're getting the green dot on the week this week. The last one that came was right here in November. What did it do? That's right. Did the ripski. Yep, Bitcoin is the only thing that's really truly, there's some other names breaking out, but everything follows Bitcoin, guys. If Bitcoin's breaking out, it'll be a matter of time before FLR, Jasmy, HBAR, all these names take off. We covered the UVIX. We got CLF, Cleveland Cliffs. This thing's ugly. I wouldn't touch it. Wait for a monthly dot on that one. Tesla we covered. We got Coinbase. Coinbase has a green candle here on the monthly. I'm going back into the watch list. I love the green candle here. I would be a buyer of that thing. It also had the weekly dot print last week. These crypto names are breaking out here. What actually also had the death cross not too long ago. But if this thing can hold on to, we put in an exact double bottom. You guys know what a double bottom is? A double bottom is where we rip up, we come off, we bounce, right? We bounce right here off of 150. Okay, and then we sell off again. What level did we bounce on? Where did we bounce? Right at the same exact level right there at 150. So that's a double bottom there on the monthly for Coinbase. As long as this thing can hold on to 150, it looks extremely, extremely bullish here. Okay, I'd be a buyer of Coinbase at these levels. I'm going to cover 3 of your requests here. I'm going to try to do the ones that we haven't covered. So ARB, if you guys could just get 3 per person over there per day, and I'll cover them. But for the sake of time, I just want to cover. I want to cover everybody's requests here. So please keep it to 3 per day. Thank you. ARB, I have a position on this one. The candle was green for a minute, but it's red again. So I'm just simply holding my position. It's got a green dot here on the weekly. And it's looking pretty weak, honestly. But again, if Bitcoin breaks out, everything is going to break out, meaning all these smaller cap coins are going to break out. I'm simply just holding my position here. And yeah, I think my average cost is like 28 or 29 cents. I bought right here on this dot right there. I think around, yeah, it was after that dot. It was at 29 cents. I think I'm like breaking on it right now. So I'm looking for this thing to explode to the upside here into summer, and I really like the project. It's a really, really popular DeFi name, and I just think it's been very, very, very overreacted to the downside here. And as long as it holds green, I'm going to be a holder of the name. We got Polkadot. Polkadot also showing a green dot here on the on the weekly, and the monthly candle is still. But remember, the weekly dot, right? The weekly chart is going to feed the monthly chart. So the fact that we're getting a weekly dot, that tells us that the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months are going to be up, which will flip that candle back to green. So I'd remain, honestly, I would buy dot at these levels too. I'd be buying pretty much any cryptocurrency right now, guys, based on Bitcoin's chart. I mean, that is a massive, massive breakout there on Bitcoin. And I think these altcoins are going to follow. So I'd buy dot here off of that green dot there on the weekly. And again, that's a 1 to 6 month swing trade. Algorand. What's going on, Jose? Ty, how you doing, brother? Kyle, what's up, brother? Kyle says, nothing is rug proof, but if you stick to coins that are getting ETFs, then you're good. Yep. Pretty much. I mean, if Bitcoin's going to explode here, guys, everything's going to explode. And Algorand's got a green candle here on the monthly. It's also got a green dot here on the weekly, and it's green on the daily as well. So I'm a buyer of Algorand here too, guys. It looks fantastic down here. All-time highs on this thing was all the way up here at $3. If you guys don't think it's going back to all-time highs, then why are you buying it? But very similar pattern. Again, we broke out, we sold off, we ripped. Okay, we broke out, we sold off. What's coming next? The Ripsky's coming next here, folks. So I'm a buyer of Algo here. I think the chart looks really good. I think it looks really, really good here. Okay, nice breakout there on the 4 hour as well. So that's looking really good. We covered HBAR, CRO, and Link. What the hell? If you guys could keep it to 3 for these names. Keep it to 3 for me, though. If you guys could over there in the Discord, I appreciate you. CRO, this thing still buy as well. This thing is still a buy. It's not going to break down below 6 cents. I mean, this is a buy down here. Okay. No green dot yet on the weekly. We got one right here on March 17th. It's literally sitting at the same price this weekly dot came at. So sometimes when you get these dots, they go straight up, and sometimes they go sideways for a while. All it is an indication of a potential bottom. Okay. No trading strategy or no trading indicator is going to be 100%, but you guys got to understand why the dot is flashing. Simply put, this dot just means this is a potential bottom. This is telling me that this level right here is there's a very good chance it's the bottom. So that level is right there at 0.06, 6.5 cents. And you can see that's been strong support. We bounced on it right there. We bounced on it right there. We bounced on it right there. So as long as 6.5 holds, this looks good. And the second we get a green dot here on the weekly, this thing's going to explode higher. And CRO is one of those names that moves really, really fast. So I love CRO here. I think it's a solid project. And I would be a buyer of this right here at 8 cents. And if it goes down to 7, that's just a gift. Okay, so I'd buy this thing at 8 cents. And again, we're just waiting till the stochastic RSI comes back up here and touches that white dotted line. or we get that red dot inside of, well, this one doesn't have a Fibonacci tool, right? You got to use the daily right up here in the red zone. Okay. Red dot right there at 21 cents was your sell point on CRO. Things sold all the way back off down to 6 cents. Okay. So watch for that. But I really like CRO right here at 8 cents. And we got Chainlink. Chainlink is my largest holding, and that one's got a green dot showing up this week. So that's really, really good for Chainlink holders here. My target on this is all the way back up here between 44 and 52. That's going to be the highs back here, 21, that last bull run. I think there's a lot more adoption, a lot more utility out of this name than there was back in 2021. So I can definitely see this one back in the 40s to 50s here by the end of the bull run. And I'm thinking the end of summer to the end of the year, guys. 1 to 6 months out. This is a great signal here for Link. I think it's a great place. My average cost is like $15. It's sitting at $13. So I'm really not looking to average down on it again. My bag is packed. And yeah, I'm just buying and I'm holding until we get back up here to the red zone. So Chainlink, if you haven't bought it yet, it is a buy here this week. And I think it looks really, really good. Okay, I think that candle's going to flip the green here by the end of the month. And I think you're going to get one of these here into the end of 2025 here. But this green dot is a great indication here on the weekly to buy it. You can see the last time it came was right here in September. We went sideways. We ripped. Same thing back here. Boom, $6, ripped. What happened here? Boom, $6, ripped. Okay, this was from June to March. So June, July, August, September, October, November, December. That's 6 months. This was December right here. And then it kept going up into March. So that was another 3. So that was a 9-month hold. If you bought on this dot, you held for 9 months and you made 350%. Okay. If you're willing to hold, again, not a lot of retail can hold for some reason. Everyone just panic sells every red day. They're like, oh my God, it's red. I got to sell. Right. You got to be willing to hold, especially with this strategy, because we're trading the longer term time frames. Again, everybody wants to be a day trader. Everyone wants to drive the fake Lambos, the leased Lambos and the leased mansions and all that bullshit, right? 95% of day traders fail, guys. 95%. Let me ask you a question. What makes you so special? What makes you the 5%? Okay? Don't be a day trader. Buy and hold, guys. Instead of making 2%, we want to make 300 to 400% on our moves, right? I mean, it's textbook. That's what you can do if you trade larger time frames. You don't have to sit in front of your computer all day. You can actually go outside and breathe some air, spend time with your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your husband, whatever you're into. Okay, this strategy is for swing trades. It is not for day trades. This signal right here tells you to buy it and hold it for 1 to 6 months. What's XCN doing? I see a lot of people talking about this lately. I said I would like it if it pulled back to 0.015. Again, this is when everyone's excited about it. After a big move up, everyone's talking about it. And now it's selling off. So it still looks good. You can see if I take off my... Okay, I really want to start utilizing these moving averages more with you guys. I don't think we've talked enough about them in the past, but you could see that 50-day moving average is sitting right there at 0.015. Okay, I said that would be a good target to buy it if you haven't bought it already. But I would look to buy the next green dot on the daily on XCN. And I think that's probably going to come right there off of that 0.015 level. If that breaks, we're probably coming back down to 0.01. But again, if you bought this one right here, April 9th, okay, beautiful 222% move right there. In 3 days, it went up 200%. Now it's just slowly melting off. So 0.015 is the next target to buy, in my opinion. But I think it's going to set up nicely on a green dot, on a daily green dot. I'll be watching the daily chart on XCN here. So I would wait for that. But you should have been taking profits when this stochastic RSI, what did it do? It hit that white dotted line. Oh, up here, 2.5 cents. Not a bad place to take some off the table. You could have sold half your position. You could have sold 25% of your position, so on and so forth. You could have sold the whole damn thing. Okay, but you got to sell some when that happens, especially after you go up 200%. If you're still holding after a 200% move and you're not selling a little bit, you're greedy, and pigs get slaughtered. So now it's selling off here again. This thing can bounce and go back up to 0.025. If you're still holding, just look to buy it again here on the daily on the daily green dot there on XCN. H-bar, we covered XLM. And by the way, guys, if we can get the YouTube stream to 200 likes, I'll give away 200 likes on the YouTube, away 200 XRP. That's about a $400. All you got to do is like the video on YouTube. If we can do it on the replay, I'll give away 100 XRP. 200 likes on the replay. If we can do it on the live, I'll give away 200. If we can do it on the replay, I'll give away 100 XRP to somebody in the Discord over there. Smash that like. I appreciate you guys. It really helps with the channel, helps with the algorithm, helps our community grow. XLM, this one's still red here on the monthly. Let's take a look at the weekly, see what it's saying. And it's got a green dot here on the weekly. So that weekly dot's telling you that there's a good chance that that 20-cent level that we bounced at right here a couple weeks ago is the bottom. Is it 100% sure? No, it's not. Okay, I think we could chop around here a little bit, maybe do a little bit of this, and then I think you're going to see an explosive move to the upside. But with that Bitcoin breakout today, guys, I mean, this is just a textbook breakout. Okay, go back in here to the daily chart. Look at this. We've been stuck in this downtrend, 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 down, and today we have broken out. So if you're looking to buy crypto, guys, I think you got to buy here. I think you got to buy your name here. I think you got to buy whatever it is you want to hold for this run. I'm fully positioned. You guys can see all my trades here. I cover these every Friday. My most recent trade was this TAI. That's TARS AI. Simply put, this thing was all the hype back here in December at 50 cents. It's at 3 cents right now, and it's giving us a signal. So if TARS AI goes back up to where it was, guys, that's a 1,200% move. That's a 10x, close over a 10x trade. That's why I'm buying it. Okay. And again, I just got the signal. I bought it because I got the signal. But again, I don't want to buy when everyone's excited about it, right? You come over here to our cheat sheet, okay? Everybody's excited after a parabolic move. Everybody's talking about it, okay? And then what do? They flush it, and they get all the retail out, and then the cycle restarts, okay? Same thing happening here. Big move up, big dip down, big dip down. I mean, this is a 90% drop here. And of course, I checked out their project. That's a 95% drop on a name that everyone was talking about in the last bull run. So all it's going to take is a little bit of a move up, and everyone's going to be talking about it again, right? And again, not financial advice. I share my portfolio with you guys because I want to be fully transparent. But again, I'm just trading the dots, guys. I'm not a picker. I don't just pull stuff out of the air and say, oh my God, this and that. The reason I buy stuff is because of the indicator, right? Because it's rather trust an indicator than myself. I don't know anything about when and where to buy. I don't know how you would predict how to buy if you didn't use technical analysis. The people that say technical analysis is a thing were the people, right, buying TARS AI, this crypto I'm talking about, up here at 50 cents. If you bought at 50 cents, if you put in 10 grand up here, $10,000 up here, you have $500. 500. You turn 10,000 into $500. So if you guys don't think technical analysis is real, tell me why you shouldn't have been selling right here off this red dot at 40 cents. I mean, whatever, right? All of you obviously believe in technical analysis on my channel, but you guys see what I'm trying to say, right? It's better to buy when nobody else is expecting a move than to buy when everybody else is hooping and hollering excited. Because come summertime, I truly believe everyone's going to be hooping and hollering again. I think everyone's going to be losing their minds. I think everyone's going to be like, oh my God, crypto's the next greatest thing, right? It's going to be a totally different sentiment. They're going to be like, we're back, baby. Everyone on Twitter is going to be talking about it. The news media channels are going to be talking about it. And at that time, right, we're going to be selling. We're going to be selling when all the retail, all the herd, all the sheep are buying. Okay, because we're loading up down here. We're loading up right here. Okay, I'm 90% sure we're right in the bear trap for the crypto market. I think everyone's just, oh my God, it's not going to happen. Altcoin season isn't going to happen. It's over. Bear market's coming. Sell all your altcoins. Go home. Pack your bags. Okay. This is coming, guys. I'm 90% sure right now. I was about 70% sure last week or the week before. Actually, I was a little more. I was probably 80%, but now I'm 90% sure that we're right here. I don't think we're in a bull trap. I think we've already had a correction here. I think we're right here, okay, for crypto. And that's just based on Bitcoin's chart right now. That is a huge technical breakout. Yes, we could come down and retest this trend line at like 82. But folks, by the end, I think we're going to be at all-time highs. I think we're talking about $150,000 to $200,000 Bitcoin by the end of summer here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We can protect ourselves with a stop loss at 80,000. If it breaks 80,000, okay, we're in a bull trap. If Bitcoin breaks 80,000, we're here. If it holds 80,000, we're right here. Okay, we're right here as long as 80,000. And I'm 90% sure it's going to, now that you have this breakout happening here. I mean, that is a huge breakout today. Massive, massive breakout. And like I said, we can come back and retest this at 82 and bounce, and it still be bullish. So if it dips to 82 tomorrow, don't come yelling at me because it's still on. As long as we hold on to 80,000. As long as we hold 80,000, we are in the middle of a bear trap. And everyone is going to crap their pants. 90 to 95% of retail prepared. They're not prepared. Okay, and look at these alts. These alts like VeChain sitting down here at all-time lows. Well, actually, the low is right there at 0.07. But this one's right here at 2 cents, right where we bounced last. Got the green last week. I'm going to guess this candle is green here. Yeah, I'm a buyer of VeChain at these levels, guys. Absolute buyer of VeChain here. Love VeChain's chart here. Okay, and if it goes down to 2 cents, I just buy more. Yeah, I'll get to some chart requests here. Guys, stick around until the end if you guys are in the chat. I just want to cover our members' requests here first. Grateful to them. And then I'll get to your guys' chart requests here at the end. But I would really love to have you guys inside of the Discord. It's about $4 a month for you guys to join. But I will get to those requests here at the end of stream. Just get through the rest of these for our members really quick. I'm waiting on a green dot on the weekly. I got stopped out on this one at around 60 cents. And I want to see that weekly green dot. I would buy this one on the weekly. You can actually stake this on Coinbase for, I believe, like a 5.5% yield. But I would wait on the dot. Okay, I want to wait for a green dot on the weekly or a green candle here on the monthly. TON. I would stake that one on Coinbase right now, and I would collect 5.5%. We got TON coin, ugly reversal candle there on TON. Oh, okay. That one needs to hold on to this low right here at 235. Doesn't look too sexy. I don't like TON coin. I don't know anything about it though. So technically, it needs to hold on to this low right here. I'm going to say right there, put your stop loss at 255. If it breaks 255, I'd sell it. INV, inverse finance. Okay, again, we want that green monthly candle or that green dot. I would wait for the weekly signal here. And it looks like you're probably going to get it here shortly. Favorite chart. Again, this is a rug pull. Looks like a rug pull to me. I think there's some better names to buy than INV. But I would just use a stop loss right there at $19. Coinbase we covered. And by the way, if you guys missed the coverage, if you guys are on the live right now, I post all the replays over here in the latest tab so you guys can watch all the replays to every single live stream over here in the Discord. The Discord is free to join. We do have a membership option. If you guys want to join, it's $4 a month. But that latest tab, you guys could see all the news and everything. We got the latest news popping off here. You could see that the pro-Bitcoin Paul Atkins officially sworn in as the new SEC chair. So we have a pro-Bitcoin head of the SEC now. That is insane. Insane. And super bullish, I might add. But that, again, you guys could watch the replays over here. Every single replay we ever do, you guys can watch right over here. And that's the wrong graphic. Oh, man, these technical difficulties, man. They're just killing me. They're killing me. Is that really what that says? Oh, man. Shoot. I'm going to have to fix that here. God dang it. I have to take that off here. Taking this off. Dang it. The graphic to the live says 14th, but it's the 21st. God. Struggle bus over here, dude. dang flabbit. I started a new streaming software and I've just been having so many issues with it. I'm about to bag the whole damn thing. What else we got? CELH. Coin we covered. Coinbase we did cover. That's a buy. CELH here. That one's still a monthly. What I'd be doing, I'd be in on the 4-hour or the daily. I'd be looking to buy a daily dot. If this thing dips down to 32, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy CELH if I get that dip there. Okay, that's going to be right there at those moving averages. You can see the moving averages there on the 4-hour are right there at 32. Same thing with the daily. Okay, it's good we're trending up above it, right? We want to be trending up above the EMAs. We don't want to be below the EMAs because that's when you're caught in a downtrend, right? It acts as resistance. Okay, you want to break out over it, pull back into it, do the ripski. Okay, that's what we want to see. Okay, so 32 is the level I want to buy CELH at. Simply put, we're just waiting on that green dot confirmation. But this one is really, really bullish, guys. Okay, one of my favorite setups still that had the green dot right there last month. Last time we got a green dot with the wave way down here, the price was all the way back here in 2019 at $1. It went all the way up to like $40. That was a 4,000% move. It was a 10,000% move. If you sold at $100, I would have been selling a lot longer or a lot earlier. But super bullish on CELH. I think the fundamentals are really strong as well. Looks like they got earnings in May. So watching for a daily green dot there on CELH. We got TGT Target. Target's still red here on the monthly as well, sitting at 93. I don't know how exposed these guys are to China, but it is trying to hold on to 90 there. If you're holding this one, I would probably use a stop loss at 89. 89 on the stop loss. It needs to hold that level. I think it's super oversold. Like if you're in Target, I think it's a great long because I think their company is huge, right? They're making $31 billion a quarter. Okay, they make a ton of money. And I say this on every stream. Every woman loves Target, right? My wife shops at Target. My mom shops at Target, right? My sister shops at Target. They all love Target. It's the place to be for a lot of people. And, I think, and obviously they make a lot of money. So I think it's a great long. If you want confirmation, though, I would just wait for the monthly. But I think that thing's either going to bottom here at 90 or 80. If it was me, I would hold right here. And I would look to buy more at 80 if it dips that low. I would average down on my position, but you're getting this one at a major discount right now, in my opinion. MRVL, and again, 1 to 6 month time frame, guys. You might have to wait a little longer on Target there, but I think that's a great opportunity to buy Target. Marvel's just fallen off the freaking cliff here. Wow. Okay, they were at 130. They sold all the way off to 50. So obviously very oversold right now. Again, if you look at these smaller time frames, if we're down below the moving averages on the smaller time frames like the daily and the 4-hour, you want to wait till we break back up above those. Okay, break up above it. That's when the move happens. But right now, I'd stay away from this until we're probably going to go sideways for a while. We're probably just going to go sideways. Okay, I would just wait till this breaks back over the 50 EMA. And again, if you guys do not have our trading indicator, right, the trading layout, you guys can get all of the tools we use by coming over here to the trading indicator tab, click on this link. It takes a couple of clicks and everything loads directly into your trading view account. Your screen will look exactly like my screen. You'll have all these indicators. Okay, and you can hide them and you can show them, right? I could hide that, I could hide that, I could show this, I could show this, I could show the volume. Okay, you could kind of tweak it and play with it how you wish. But if you guys want that indicator, it's over there in the Discord under the trading indicator tab right there. Okay, but I would wait till we break over the 50. Okay, big dip down, break back up above it, retest it, rip it. Okay, it does have a week, doesn't have a weekly yet either. So, I mean, this thing's been hit really hard as traders. We like that, but I just want a confirmation of that uptrend. So to do that, okay, most of the time when you get a monthly dot, we break above the EMAs. That's why I love the monthly dot, because that tells you, hey, the trend we just broke. Okay, now we're getting a pullback. But if this thing's sold off, I mean, this thing's down like, oh my gosh, like 70% in 3 months. It's been hit hard. Okay, so I'd wait for either the monthly dot there or a green candle there on the monthly. Okay, and you're probably going to get the weekly dot here very soon, but that's what I'd be watching for there. What else we got? Ring, RING, USD. Yep. This one looks like a rug pull. I would just completely avoid that. I mean, if you know something about the project that I don't, then buy it. But technically, I don't want to buy this. What would be the sell target for DOT? I'm in heavy at an average of 5.8. Please advise, is 2x possible? DOT. Polkadot is what you're requesting. This thing was at $12 back here in December. So yeah, 2x is definitely possible on Polkadot here. Again, we're waiting for that thing to break back over the 50 there. You see how it broke over the 50, pulled back, ripped. The weekly's giving you a dot here. So honestly, I'd average down here if you're in at 580 or 580 is right about here. I got stopped out at about $6 on this one, and it went all the way down to 3. So I saved myself like a 50% drop there, thankfully. But I would average again if you're still holding this, and I would buy it again here. And then my first target for Polkadot, if you turn on the auto fib, this is a great way to determine your levels here. My target would be right up here around $10 to $11. So yeah, 2x is definitely possible. And obviously, if you buy more down here, that'll be more than a 2x for you if you could average out on your position. But again, we were back up here. We were right here at like $11 back in December. So I think Polkadot's a solid project. And yeah, I think a 2x is definitely possible for that. Okay, and again, if Bitcoin breaks out here, all these alts are going to lift off. So you're getting a great dot here on the weekly as well. So I think it's a great place to average down on dot here. And my first target would be around $10 on for you, brother. Yeah. So my selling strategy is right over here, guys. When that stochastic RSI, that light blue line on the indicator, when this thing touches that white dotted line there, boom, time to sell. Okay. Time to sell. That means momentum has ran really, really hot. We're very, very hot up here. Okay, that's when you will take some off or sell the whole damn thing. Either that or, right, when you get the daily red dot inside of the red zone. So Polkadot, you should have been selling up here between $10 and $11. Okay, $10 and $11. You got the red, you got all these red dots right here in the red zone. So a red dot in the red zone on the Fibonacci tool. And again, if you guys don't know what the Fibonacci tool is, I have a video right here. Okay, this isn't my video, but this is someone on the internet that I thought explained it very, very well. Video will explain it the best. And that's a free trading course for you guys. I have about 7 or 8 videos over here you guys can watch and learn more about our strategy. But yeah, red dot in the red zone, or when the stochastic RSI comes up here and touches the white dotted line, you see, boom, literally called the top there, called the top right in here, almost got the top there, didn't quite get back up to that level. So you can see it did get rejected on an EMA right there. So that's the selling strategy. And again, I go over that more inside of the course over here. It's completely free. What else we got? RSR from Mark. What's going on, my brother? RSR. This one looks pretty new. Okay, there's a little bit better data. So that one's breaking out there on the weekly. I like it. I like it. Nice green candle there on the monthly. I'd buy this one down. And I would put my stop loss at 0.065. 0.065. You can see it broke up above the EMA there. It's got a green candle here on the monthly and no data on the weekly yet, but I'd buy that one here, brother. NBIS. NBINS. NBIS, that one looks ugly. Again, everyone was talking about this one up here at 85. No one's talking down here at 20. I look at the weekly on this one. Watch the weekly for a green dot. You also want to see it break back over that 50 EMA like I was talking about. Okay, the breakout, then the pullback, rip, pullback, rip. You want to see the breakout first. Okay, and that breakout will come if you get that green candle or that green dot on the monthly. And I'd just be watching for the weekly and that breakout first. I wouldn't touch this one yet. I'd hold off on that one. Big dump on NVIDIA. Yeah, NVIDIA, I'd stay away from NVIDIA too. Okay, came back up here to the 50, got rejected. So people are definitely short NVIDIA here. And I don't think the trend is going to change until we get earnings here on the 28th. So I would definitely avoid it here. If it comes down to 60, I'll buy it as of right now. But if it doesn't, I'm probably not going to nibble at it for a while. Because again, the monthly looks like a falling knife. That's a falling knife there on the monthly chart. So again, another one you just want to wait to see. Wait till that breakout happens of the EMA there. Let's go back to the last downtrend. It's been a while since NVIDIA has been in a downtrend. But you can see downtrend, 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 broke up, and then did the pump, dump, ripski. Okay, this thing's been in a freaking 3-year bull run here. So the shorts are definitely back in control here. I think you put your money in crypto right now. I don't think you buy NVDA here. GFI, crypto charts took off at 4 and 415. GFI, crypto goldfinch. Yeah, nice breakout there on the weekly. Monthly chart is green, and the daily is breaking out here. So I wouldn't buy this one because it's up 50% right now, but I'd be looking for a pullback and a green dot. Okay, it looks like the level on that one's cents. If it pulls back to 80, pay attention. But I'd be a holder of this name here. I don't know too much about the project, so I can't speak on the fundamentals, but looking at the monthly, that looks pretty damn good. That looks pretty good there. But I would not chase this one up here. I'd wait for a pullback and a green dot. You missed your opportunity. Now wait for a look here and enter on the first green dot you get now that we have this breakout. Okay, don't chase this one like people were chasing it on XCN, right? Everyone's chasing XCN on a breakout. Okay, and then what happens? And they melt it down and retail slowly sells. Okay, you want to wait. After a breakout, you want to wait for that first pull green dot. Boom, that'll be your entry signal there. Get ripped. Michael says SUI. SUI is one, that one's still red here on the monthly. Weekly, though, is giving you a green dot here, and the EMA, we're still trending below it. So I like as long as it can hold on to $2. As long as SUI can hold 2, kind of like XRP here, it looks good. It does have a signal here on the weekly, but this around and goes sideways for a while like it right here. So 172 is that low. Yeah, I want to see it break out over the 50 EMA or give us a green candle or a green dot here on the monthly. You can see sell off, green candle, rip. Sell off, 1, 2, 3, 4 months down. Okay, green candle, ripski. Okay, we're not quite there yet. Watch for the breakout over the 50 EMA on the daily, or watch for that green candle or green dot there on the monthly. Cardano, ADA. Mike, appreciate you, brother. Yeah, $4 a month if you guys want to join the Discord. I got a free course over there. You guys can join the chat, everything. Would love to have you guys. Would love to have you guys over there. Okay, ADA, that one's got a red dot. We're not giving up on ADA yet. I like this one over 50 cents, and that one looks like it's going to get a green dot here pretty soon as well. Let's look at the daily. Daily still trending below that 52. So again, this thing needs to break out. And again, if Bitcoin breaks out, guys, all of these names, and Bitcoin has already broken out. You already got the breakout here on Bitcoin. So it's only the matter of time before Cardano is going to follow. It had this huge move off our golden dot. You can see that golden dot right there came back in March 1st at 63 cents. It went all the way up to $1.20 and then sold all the way off back down to the level where we're at. That was 100% move in one day off that golden dot. And that was the Trump announcement that it's going to be in the United States stockpile. But I like Cardano as long as it can hold on to 50 cents. As long as it can hold on to 50 cents, I really like Cardano. And I think it's at a great place to be a buyer right here. A great place. What else we got? Pepe. Yep, Roy, we covered XRP, brother. Watch $2 on that one. If you missed it, the replay's over here in the Discord under the latest tab. It was more toward the beginning of stream. I just want to get through the rest of these requests before we do anything. If you stick around to the end and request it at the end, I'll cover it again. But in short, it looks good as long as it can hold on to $2. I don't think it's going to break down below 2. If it does, I don't think it's going to last very long. Pepe also breaking out here. Nice breakout on the 4-hour. It's got a green candle here on the monthly. I like Pepe. I'd buy it here. I know it's a meme coin, but everything is just so oversold right now, guys. I like this one as long as it can hold these lows down here at 0.005. I'd be looking to buy every green dot here from here on out. Solana. Nice request here, brother. Good request. Solana's breaking out over the 50 there. It's got a red dot there on the monthly. We got a big fat green candle here on the monthly here and on the weekly. So this thing is bullish as long as it holds on to 95. So that's a pretty big range. So I would be looking to buy Solana if you haven't on the next daily green dot. Okay, that next daily green dot you get, that's going to be your buy signal. You can see every time we've gotten a weekly signal for the past, I don't know, frickin' 2 years, 3 years, since back here in December, it's been a buying opportunity. Buying opportunity. And I'm talking about the green dots below the zero line, right? Below the zero line. This means we're very oversold. Okay, we got one here, 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 got one here. Boom. Ripsky. As long as you're willing to hold for 1 to 6 months, these were great trades. Okay, and you got one right there last week. So yes, this thing could sell off back down to 100 and it would still be bullish. Okay, also looking really good here. And that one's got a nice green candle there on the monthly as well. So I think we're probably going to go sideways in May, or we could just explode to the upside. I don't know. Okay, that stochastic is getting pretty low there. So again, watching for a green dot on the monthly here on these cryptos in May. I think in 10 days, everyone's going to get really excited again. Those monthly alerts will be called out over here in the Discord. Okay, those are always called out. All the names that I follow, the monthly signals are called out over here in the monthly alerts section. Okay, if that happens in crypto in May, we're going to see a move like you've never seen before. What else we got? AVAX, AVAX. And guys, again, if you guys can limit these to 3 per person per day, I'd really appreciate it. I love doing this for you guys, but I want to be everybody's time. We got green dot here on the month. I'm sorry, green candle on the monthly. I think AVAX is a great buy right here at 20. As long as that thing holds on to 15, I'm bullish. And we're trying to break over the 50 there. We broke over the 50 on the hour. So I would love to see this thing get over 20. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. Tomorrow's going to be a really big day. But I like AVAX as long as it holds on to 15. I'd be a buyer and a holder at these levels. XRP we covered. We got virtual. Okay, also a name that's giving you a signal here on the weekly. This one looks kind of like that TAI chart that I was talking about. Huge run up. Everyone's talking about it up $5. Nobody's talking about it down here at 55. I'd buy this name here, dude. I would buy virtual here. If you're long on it, again, I don't know anything about the fundamentals. You got to know about the project. If you're requesting it, I'm guessing you know what it is. But just like how it was time to sell up here dot at $4, it's time to buy down here on a green dot. And this one looks very interesting. TAO. This one's been on the watch list for a couple of weeks. We got that weekly right there. That was a couple of weeks ago. Nice big fat monthly candle right here. And this thing's had a really nice move this month. Really nice breakout. I like this one. I'm bullish on TAO. Stop loss with 20. 220 on the stop loss. You could even move it down to 200. But honestly, I'd probably buy more at 200 if it gets down there. But I like it. It's breaking out over the 50. Got a nice big fat green candle here on the monthly, and the weekly also gave you the green dot since a couple of weeks ago right there at 175. It's up to 300. That's almost a 100% move in the matter of 3 weeks. So I like it. We could pull back like to 250, but it would still be bullish. As long as it holds on to 200, this thing looks extremely, extremely bullish. I love this pattern here. We talked about the double bottom earlier. A double bottom is where we bounce and we pull back and we bounce again off the same level. That tells you that the buyers are very strong right there at 1C. And when I saw that, I called this one out in the Discord. That was a beautiful trade for those of you that capitalized on it. But virtual looks like it hasn't really moved yet. So if I were to choose one right now to buy, I would buy virtual here if I knew anything about it. I don't know anything about it, though. So you got to use your own fundamental analysis there. But it does look good. We got VLE. VLE from Rainmeyer. Oops. What is this doing now? Just chopping. It came back and touched that 200. Above $6, I guess it looks like it does have a green dot here on the daily. But if you're going to buy it, I just use a stop loss at 6. AIOZ. This one was on the watch list this week as well. Got a green dot here on the weekly. And the monthly candle has flipped to green. So I like this one. I'd be looking to buy all the green dots on the daily here moving forward. Nike, NKE. Oops. Nike. Thing's been absolutely rocked here. Okay, so for support here. So as long as it holds $50, I guess it's good. But honestly, with these tariffs, these Chinese tariffs, until they go away, I would stay away from companies like Nike. Okay, I know we got the golden dot on this one right here, but guys, the news trumped it, right? You see what I did there? It trumped it. Okay, we had that tariff news. Nike makes all their shit in China, so obviously that's going to hurt Nike a lot. So until Donald Trump and China make a deal, I would avoid companies like Nike. I would not touch companies like Nike here. If you're in it and you want to go long and you want to wait it out, then just hold and don't look at it. But until we get a signal here, either on the monthly, right, a green candle or a green dot on the monthly, I wouldn't touch it. And I'm just not a fan of Nike. They're too woke for me. SCI looks really good. Nice doji reversal candle here. Beautiful looking candle there. Green dot on the weekly and the daily. I would buy SCI at these levels. 17 cents. SCI looks like an absolute steal. HBAR we covered. XLM we covered. ADA we covered. Happy Easter to you, my brother. I hope you guys all had a great Easter. And yeah, God bless you all. God bless all of us. He is risen, man. Praise God. And happy Easter. Hey, Overkill, I'm a member. Bought the indicator. It's best. You're professional. I love you, man. I like your trading strategy. I learned a lot. Zoom out. And yeah, zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out, guys. The larger the time frame, the more accurate the indicator. Okay. Again, if you're using on a monthly chart, if you look at a chart of Bitcoin, it has literally called the bottom since 2015 back here. Bitcoin was right there at 500. It got the green dot right here in 2019. And I'm not making this up, guys. Men lie, women lie. I'm showing you a chart. The chart doesn't lie. This is data. This is data that I'm showing you guys. This is not me talking out of my ass saying, right, this is going to explode. I'm like showing you like, hey, if you look at this chart, anyone with a brain can see that every time this thing has come down and gave us a green dot with the wave down here since 2015, 10 years ago, it's called the bottom. The bottom was called right there at 3,000 on Bitcoin. The bottom was called right 16,000 on Bitcoin. We had another opportunity to trade it right here at 26. We had another opportunity to trade it right here at 60. Okay, I'm not just pulling this stuff out of the air, guys. I see a lot of influencers on TikTok, and all the power to them. Okay, I'm not hating on anybody, but I just feel like there's a lot of fluff out there. And I'm not trying to do anything fancy or anything like that. I'm just showing you guys data on the chart. Okay, I'm simply just telling you what the chart tells you. Again, these dots are the most accurate on the larger time frames. That's why I like to focus on the monthly, the weekly, and the daily. Okay, if you go into a minute chart, again, this is what the day traders are doing. Look how many dots you got today alone. Okay, today started right here. So look how many decisions you had to make today. That's a lot of decisions. That is a lot of decisions. If you look at a monthly, how many green we gotten 1, 2, 3 opportunities in the last 2 years. 3 times that has came. I mean, we probably had 50 signals right there on a daily chart today on Bitcoin alone. Okay, I mean, we had 50 signals since today started. Okay, I don't want to do that. We don't want to do that here. Okay, if you're playing the monthly and the weekly, you got to have that 1 to 6 month mindset. Okay, and sometimes you wait even longer. I mean, if you would have bought this green dot back here when we called it out in 2023, if you guys were around in the Discord, we called this out in 2023 at 6. There's some people in the Discord that bought Bitcoin at 16,000 2 years ago, and they're still holding. I'm not going to name any names, but that was called out. If you held for 2 years, okay, how much did you make? You made 532% in 2 years. You know that most people are happy with 5% a year. You 100x them. You 100x all of the people that are happy with 5% if you just bought and hold for 2 years off this signal. Okay, not rocket science. Someone said the 1 minute chart is exciting. Yeah, it's I don't know what to call it. It's like crack. It's like you're just going for that next hit, you know. And I don't smoke crack, but I mean, I heard that people that smoke crack, they just keep wanting more and more and more and more and more. But the truth is, the more you trade, the more not only you pay in fees, but the more likely you are to lose. Okay, that's why 95% of people fail at day trading. And if you think you're going to be successful at day trading, tell me why you're different than the other 95%. because either you have to have some type of crazy brain, some type of technology that a lot of people just don't have. It's 95% fail rate. So those numbers are not, I'm just not cool with those numbers. I don't want to play those odds. It's like going and playing cards and saying, you know, oh, I have a 95% chance of losing, but I'm just going to bet anyway. You got to be retarded. No offense, but I mean, it's just not something I want to get into, right? It's not something I want to get into. That's why I've tried it in the past. I lost a lot of money, but swing trading, right? This is like more like investing, right? You're buying and holding for a 1 to 6 month period. You can hold for a year, 2 years, depending on how the market moves, right? Sometimes the move happens really fast. Sometimes it's drawn out. Okay, this move right here in October went from 27 up to 74. That took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Okay, a green dot typically means whatever time frame you're on. If you're on the monthly, it means the next 1 to 6 months are going to be up. If you're on the weekly, it means the next 1 to 6 weeks are going to be up. If you're on the daily, the next 1 to 6 weeks or the 1 to 6 days are going to be up. Okay, that's typically what it means. Again, the larger the time frame, the more accurate. That's why we like to focus on the monthly, the weekly, and the daily here on this channel. ARB, we covered all those for you, brother. And thank you, Ronnie. Happy to have you. Welcome to all the new members. I just want to say welcome real quick to all the newbies. Welcome to the recruits. The Spartan Army keeps growing, baby. The Overkill Army is growing stronger and stronger every single day. You love to see it, and I'm happy to have you guys here on the channel. Hopefully you guys are getting some value out of the content. I really appreciate you guys. And we are live here on YouTube Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30 now, guys. 4:30 is when we go live. It was 4 o'clock, but my schedule has changed over the last couple of weeks, so I moved it back a half hour. So 4:30, we're live here on YouTube and Facebook. That is going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Yep. And let's just take another look at that monthly candle on Bitcoin there, dude. Look at that fat reversal signal right there, baby. What's up? What's up? That's what I'm about, dude. CNC stock. Ugh, ugly. Healthcare stocks got hit pretty hard last week. Oh, God. Red there on the weekly, losing the daily there, 50. I don't know, man. That thing looks like it's going to come back down to like 55. Okay, it bounced right there. But everyone was talking about healthcare this week, and it hasn't been pretty over the last couple of days. UNH got hit really hard after their earnings. I mean, look at UNH. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. 30% drop. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, that's ugly. That is ugly. And that just dragged every healthcare stock right down with it. That's just nasty. Nasty. Yeah, let's get through our member requests, guys, and I'll take some here. We covered XCN, Swift. Are you talking about Swift coin? Yeah, you're talking about Swift. I like this one. I still like Swift. Nice green candle here on the monthly. The weekly is still green as well. He's pulling back here. I would buy this one on the next daily dot. Buy it on the next daily and make sure it holds on to a penny. A penny has to hold. If a penny breaks, I would sell it. But I would buy this one on the next daily green dot. QNT, Quant. QNT still trending below the 50 there. Weekly's green. Okay, so the weekly is green. Again, we need some volume. So if you want to nibble on this one here, $6 looks like a good place to average down. This is one of those ISO tokens. So yeah, honestly, above 60, around 60, I think it looks like a good buy here. I'd rather buy it here at 60 than up here at 160 when everybody else is talking about it. It's got a green dot here on the weekly. So I'd probably play that weekly dot here. If you're in the position, like if you entered here at like 90, I would buy more down here at 60. The SPX. Yeah, what's the SPY doing here? SPY's starting the month here with a weekly red candle there. That could change tomorrow. Ooh, that's an ugly daily candle there. I think the play is crypto, guys. I don't think stocks are the play right now, to be honest with you. Yeah, covered VeChain. I'll get to your guys' requests in the chat here after I get through our member requests over here in the Discord. Stick around to the end, and I'll take some from the chat for you guys. I covered a lot of those names already, though, at the beginning. So, but I will cover them at the end if you guys stick around and request them. SPX is still a fallen knife here. Unfortunately, it's still a fallen knife. This support down here at 4,800. So it'll be interesting to see daily green dot comes. But as of right now, we got the death cross right there on stocks. So, yeah, stocks look scary, man. Stocks look scary. We did get some buyers here today, but yeah, I'm either waiting on a weekly green dot on the SPY or the monthly green dot on the SPY. Okay, let's wait for one of those things to happen. We want the macro time frames, the weekly or the monthly, in our favor. So that's what I'd be waiting on the SPX, and I wouldn't buy NVDA or Apple until you get that. Apple's probably the same story, except they did get the exemption. They got the exemption right from the tariffs from old Daddy Trump. Big Daddy Trump. Same thing. Apple. I mean, it looks like a good place to buy this thing at 180. It went all the way down to 170 right there, but they got earnings coming up. Looks like next week, next Thursday. Apple. So there's a lot of names reporting this week. Like has earnings tomorrow, right? Tesla has earnings tomorrow. NVIDIA's not till May, April. What's Microsoft? What do they report? Microsoft reports Wednesday of next week. So you're going to get Apple this week? No. Next week. Next week is Apple. So next week is when big tech is reporting. Tesla right now is the only one reporting this week. If you're talking about the Mag 7. So Tesla earnings is going to be interesting tomorrow, but I think Tesla's going lower here. Probably head back down to 200 to 160. If it goes down to 160, I'm going to buy the crap out of Tesla, though, because that has been a historic support since like right here in 2022, 2023. It's a big level. So Tesla, again, we're just waiting on the green dot confirmation. We got this one called out here in June at 175. The thing went all the way up to 500. So waiting for a monthly or a weekly signal here on Tesla. But if it was me, I would not be holding Tesla into earnings tomorrow. I just, there's too much negative sentiment right now. Too much negative. Elon's just getting roasted. People are blowing up cars. It just looks ugly. Algo recovered. We got DJT. DJT's a buy, though. This is one of the only stocks that I own. It was down like 5% today. I mean, it dropped pretty hard today. I mean, this was the drop. Went from 22 to like 20. That was like an 8% drop, and then it closed green up 2%. So, I mean, guys, if you're looking at a weekly chart of DJT, and again, this is not a political fucking whatever you want to call it, okay? This is us looking at charts, okay? Look what happened the last time we got a green dot here in September at $15. It went from 15 up to 55, okay? And then it chopped around, sold off. Very similar looking pattern here, right? Sell off, pump a little bit, sell off, rip it. Pump it, sell it off. It bounced on the same level at 15, and we got that green dot last week. So, yeah, I think DJT is going to be back up between 40 and 50 here in no time, in absolutely no time. And it's going for that breakout over the 50 as well. So I really like DJT at these levels. It doesn't look like it wants to break down below 20. If you're in the trade, you could put a stop loss at $20, but this weekly chart is just super bullish. And the monthly is also looking bullish. That's one of the only stocks I hold right now. And I'm holding CLSK as well, which is a crypto miner. Those are the only two stocks I hold. I sold my Snap today, and I sold my Paramount, and I went in on TAI, TARS AI. I just think this thing's going to, I think this will be back between 40 and 50 cents. It's sitting at 3 cents right now. So it's an AI name, Solana. It just got listed on KuCoin. And I got a feeling it's going to get listed on Coinbase here soon as well. Again, just speculation, but this project is legit. If you check out their website, they got it going on. I mean, they're one of the best looking projects I've seen at $50 million market cap. So this is a very high risk, high reward play. But I put in about as much as I'm willing to lose. Right? If it goes to zero, I don't care. Okay, if this thing goes back to 50 cents, I'm going to be loaded. Okay, so it's a high risk, high reward plan. With my stance on the market right now, I think we're about ready to do a blow off top. So if we do a blow off top, okay, and the only reason I think that is because Bitcoin's chart is breaking out of its downtrend. Okay, for the first time in a long time. I mean, we've been in a downtrend for 4 months. Okay. From January, we have been in a downtrend. You see that yellow line? Rejected, 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 rejected. Top, breakout. Okay. So when Bitcoin breaks out, all these little coins as well are going to absolutely explode. And the reason I bought this last week, I bought it around 3 cents and I bought more today. The reason I bought it was because of this signal right here on the weekly. Just like how this was a sell signal back here in December, this is a buy signal right here in April. Okay. And this thing went down 95%. That means all of retail is now out. Now the big guys can come back in and pump it. And that's what's going to bring all the retail back in. And once again, the retail is going to be buying it way up here. And that's where I'm going to be selling it. Buy down here, sell up here. And I'm looking at a weekly chart here, a TAI. But for stocks, DJT is one of the only stocks I own. And I'm still bullish on it. And people say, oh, there's not an election this time. Well, he's actually the president this time. I don't know why that matters. All I care about is the damn chart, guys. I don't care about the news. I don't care about who it is. Maybe I do a little bit. If it was Joe Biden's coin or stock, I probably wouldn't buy it. But Donald Trump has a pretty big record of winning in business. So he's a billionaire. So I think he knows what he's doing. I think he's got the right people on his team. And he's the most powerful man in the world. So Trump media is a buy, in my opinion. And again, I try to keep that as little as political bias as possible. But this chart looks extremely bullish. And again, the last time we got a green dot down here was right here in September, literally at the same price where we bounced at 15. And the thing did ripski all the way up to 55. If we go back to 55 from where we're at right now, okay, 50% move. I want a piece of that pie. Okay, I want a piece of that pie right now. So I'm bullish on DJT. VeChain, we covered Ondo. What's going on, Taylor? How you doing, brother? Ondo still got that weekly dot. Let's see if this thing broke its EMA yet. Still testing that 50 here. Kind of break it out above the 4 hour. Got that doji candle there on the monthly. So this could be the reversal signal here, just like it was right here. Again, we could get another month in May where we just kind of do nothing and then explode. But I like this as long as it holds on to 60. I'd be a buyer above 60, and I'd be looking to buy every single green dot. Looks like you got one a couple days ago right here around 80 cents. So if it sells off to 70 or 60, I just buy more at this point. But I do like Ondo at these levels. Green weekly, and again, it fits the criteria of having a monthly green dot there. That's the sign of a reversal. And I'm watching for that one to break out over $1. If it breaks out over $1, the party starts. But if you want to get a head start on that, I like it right here. 85 looks good. We got WCFG. Ooh, my wife's cooking dinner. It smells good. I like this one. Monthly looks good. I don't know anything about the project. So again, you got to do your own fundamental analysis, but the tech do look pretty good down here. If you're going to buy it, I would use a stop loss at 9 cents. Make sure it holds 9 cents. Okay, 9 cents, that thing needs to hold. It did break down below that support, so be careful. That's why I would definitely recommend a stop loss at 9 cents. Again, hopefully you know what you're buying. XDC, USD. I recommend you guys buy good quality projects. Good fundamental, good quality projects. Don't buy shit coins, meme coins. Okay, buy good quality projects. Projects that you think are going to be around for the next 5 to 10 years. XDC. This one's got a red dot on the monthly, but the candle is green. So as long as that, all that tells you is that you need to use a stop loss at 6 cents. Okay, 6 cents is your stop loss. That's right where we bottomed here. I like this one still. It's still holding on to the 200 EMA. This one actually looks really good. Okay, above 6 cents, this one looks good. You want to make sure it holds that low from a couple weeks ago. But I'd be a buyer here of XDC. We got ETH. Wow, it took that long for someone to request Ethereum. It took an hour and 24 minutes for someone to request Ethereum. What does that tell you? No one gives a shit about Ethereum right now. Okay, but everyone's talking about it today. Thing got racked. Okay, I've been talking about this for a couple months, or a couple of weeks actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months down in a row for Ethereum. The only other time that's happened in history was all the way back here in 2018. We went down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months in a row and then did the ripski. So in my opinion, Ethereum looks really good. I would honestly buy it here at 1,500. And if it drops to 1,200, I would just buy more at that point. But yeah, I mean, we're really trying to bottom here at around 1,400. So right now the level to watch is 1,400 if you guys want to play this weekly dot. Last time we got a weekly dot was right here in September. We chopped around for a little bit, went up, down, up, down, up, down, and then ripped. So I like ETH at these levels. I think it's a good play. JP says, can you pay for a year subscription once off? Yep. You guys can pay for the yearly subscription. It's actually cheaper when you pay for the full year. It's $48 for the year. If you guys want to be a member of the Discord, just click on this link right here. Boom. It's going to open this up. Oh, what the heck is that? What is going on there? Another technical issue here okay, so I had to click it twice for some reason. But you can see you pay for a year, it's 80% off, $48 for the year. If you want to pay monthly, it's $20, but you might as well just pay for 12 months if you want to do it, because I promise it's worth it. You'll make your money back in literally one trade probably. And again, that gets you all the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and the golden dots over there in the Discord. So yes, the answer to your question is yes. And again, guys, I'll get to some requests here. Let me just get through our member requests real quick, and I'll take a few from the live chat here. Deli also requested GME. GME's got a big fat candle there on the monthly. Yeah, I'd be watching like 20 red dot here on the daily. So if you want to use a stop loss on that red dot, I would put it right there at probably 25. 25 on the stop loss. ADA we covered. We got Whiff, another one of those meme coins. Oh, look at that. Doji. Doji's nice, dude. I like the Doji candles on the monthly. That's beautiful. I like it as long as it holds on to 30 cents. If you want to take a whiff of it, use a stop loss at 30 cents. Okay, 30 cents has to be your stop. If we're going to break out here, again, these lows are going to have to hold. 30 cents is a big level for it. Again, I'm always against meme coins. But again, everyone was buying this thing up here at $5. Now it's down here at 40 cents and nobody cares about the dog with the hat. Okay? So if you're going to buy this one, set a stop loss at 30 cents. LCX. Oops. LCX USD. That one's still falling. Okay, that one is still falling. So I would stay away from that one for now. Wait for the weekly or the monthly candle to flip green. Caspa looking good. Nice breakout here today on Caspa. Okay, that one looks beautiful. I would buy this one and use a stop loss right there at 70 cents. Big fat monthly candle there. Yeah, if you like Caspa, I would buy here. I would buy Caspa at these levels. Use a stop loss right there at 7 cents. But that looks really good. Axel. Again, guys, when we break over that 50 EMA, that's also a great time to look for an entry, okay? We break over the 50-day moving average, okay? Great time to look for an entry. When we're below it, when we're getting rejected off of it, that means we're on a downtrend. So for the downtrend to break, okay, we need to do what Bitcoin did today. Look at Bitcoin. What did Bitcoin today? Okay, let's take this yellow line away. Look at that. That blue line I'm talking about, 50 EMA. That's part of our trading indicator. Rejected, downtrend, test, consolidate, ripski. Let's go, baby. 88, we're going for 89, baby. Send it. Let's go. But you see how it broke up over that 50? You see how it broke up over the 50 EMA after getting rejected on it. And we broke out, okay? That is a technical breakout. So that is another thing you guys can watch for in these charts to identify breakouts, okay? That 50 EMA, that dark blue line on our trading indicator. I'm sorry, Axel. Again, still trending below the 50 on this one. So if you want to wait for the breakout, I mean, if the monthly flips to green, that most likely means we're breaking out. I mean, we get that candle, which means that we crossed over the 50. So there's a lot of different things you can look for. But again, I just want you guys to have as many tools in your tool belt as possible. So I'd wait for this green candle. You got a green dot here on the weekly if you want to play it again. If Bitcoin breaks 90K tonight, guys, we're gonna freaking rock it. I mean, we're gonna. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be crazy. like you guys don't have any idea what's gonna happen if Bitcoin breaks 90. Bitcoin will hit. If we are still in this bull market, which I believe we are, Bitcoin will hit 150,000 by the end of the year, without a doubt. I have no doubt about it. Okay, and all these altcoins are going to absolutely explode. It's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. Okay, so Axel's right down here at support, right where we bounced last time. Okay, you can see last time we got the green dots down here. We kind of chopped, and we had a move. This one was a huge move right here from 33 all the way up. That was beautiful. But you got that week. So again, you could take a stab at it here. Again, if Bitcoin's going to run here, everything is going to rip. Roy says people have been warning that this could be a false Bitcoin breakout, a bear trap. I'm not that familiar with it. So if you take a look at our cheat sheet over here, it'll tell you what a bear trap is. So a bear trap is when everybody thinks we're going down, right? So this was December, right? This was November. Trump gets into office. We went up for like a month, right? We went up for a month, 30-day pump, 30, 40-day pump. Everyone's excited. Everyone had a good time. And what happened in the last 3-4 months? They've sold it off, okay? But if you zoom out of the chart, right, on Bitcoin, just do Bitcoin for an example, right? We had this run up. Trump's president, yippee, okay? And now we've sold off for the last 3 months, right? So this is called the first sell-off. If we are in this stage, this is what happens after a bear trap. So a bear trap, again, a bear trap is when everyone thinks we're going into a bear market, right? Think about it. A bear market is when the market's going down. Okay, everyone's talking about it. Everyone's saying, right, when 95% of the world is saying we're going into a bear market, there's a good chance we're not. Because we don't trade with the herd. Again, if the herd's thinking it's going to go one way, it's going the other. 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10. So a bear trap is when everyone thinks we're going down, and then all of a sudden we get a big move up. Okay, and then a bull trap is the opposite. A bull trap is when everyone thinks we're returning to normal. Okay, things are going back up. Yep, this isn't a dip. Oh, yep, here we go. This normally happens after a big run up, right? So in my opinion, right, a lot of these names, especially altcoins, have gone through this right now. They've gone through this. Some of these alts are down 80, 90% at the moment. I mean, it's insane. Okay, so a bear trap, again, is just when everyone thinks we're going down, but we're about to go up. A bull trap is when does everyone think we're going up right now? No one thinks we're going up right now. Maybe a select few of the people that know what they're talking about, I think going up, but that's because they know this is a bear trap. We've been here before. Look at this. We just pulled back into the 50-week EMA. A 50 EMA on a weekly chart is a 50-week moving average. That is the year moving average. Where did we bounce last time? Right on that dark blue line. Right on that 50 EMA. Whoop! Now where are we bouncing? Same spot. Seems interesting. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. So I think the next monthly dot on Bitcoin is coming in May, guys. I think in May you're going to see this, and I literally think everyone's going to FOMO back in. That's going to cause the prices to just absolutely explode. And then we're going to be ready. We're already positioned. Okay, we're already positioned. We've been buying for the last 2 months, 2 or 3 months, right? We've been averaging down, not panic selling when everyone's panic selling, right? Just holding, being patient, buying more, getting a job, getting another job, working overtime, making more money, and continuing to buy during times of fear. So remember, guys, don't trade with the herd. Again, everyone was excited back in December. You shouldn't have been buying, you should have been buying up here. Okay? You should have been buying up here when everyone's excited. Everyone's excited when we're in the red zone of the Fibonacci. Okay, this is sell territory. Okay, we don't want to be buying when everybody's excited. The best place to make money in the markets is to buy when nobody's excited, right? It's been a shitty 3 months, 4 months. It's been shitty. Okay, that is the time when you're down in the trenches, when people are just losing their minds, when everyone's talking about a bear market, when everyone's bearish. That is when you want to buy. You don't want to buy when everyone's excited, right? Everyone's, oh my God, buy, 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 buy. Bitcoin. Okay, that's time to sell, baby. And we're going to be prepared to sell here by the end of summer, guys. We are beautifully positioned right now. I mean, if you guys are in right now, you have the nuts to hold on. I'm sorry, ladies, if you guys are watching this. I know we have a few women who tune into these, but if you guys have the dignity, let me use that word, the dignity to hold for the next 1 to 6 months, I think you're going to make a lot of money. A lot of money. So if you guys are still here, congratulations. Okay, I got a feeling that this channel is very, very active here in the next 1 to 6 months. And if you guys are watching right now, kudos to you, man. Kudos to you. You made it through the correction, and it's only up from here. Here's QNT. QNT's got a weekly dot as well. So like I said, I like this one above 60. Covered Axel, covered Quant, covered Coinbase, covered XRP, covered Link, covered HBAR, Lunar, LUNR. This one got hit pretty hard too. Okay, still red on the monthly. So yeah, I'm looking for a breakout over the 50. It's chopping around right now, but I ain't going to take a stab at this. I mean, you can play the weekly if you want to, but I want to see it break out. It's not breaking out yet. Wait for the breakout. Right now, it's you don't want to get caught guessing here. UNH, wait for the green dot on the weekly. Yeah, I would wait for the weekly or the monthly here. Okay, that thing's ugly. I mean, this thing is down 30%. God dang. This thing is down 30% in like a couple of days. It's getting hit hard. Hard. Yeah, I'd wait for the weekly or the monthly. Wait for some stabilization. But that is ugly. I mean, this is why healthcare stocks are getting pounded right now. Just absolutely destroyed because they missed their earnings, and that is dragging all of healthcare with it. That is an ugly sell-off here. So it could have a snap back, maybe like to 500 to 520, but I don't know. I wouldn't catch this falling knife just yet. That's a good plan to wait for the weekly dot. That's what I would do. The VIX, the VIX. Couple more requests, guys, and we'll take some from the chat here. The VIX is coming down. Okay, it had a little pump today. I'm watching 36. As long as if we break down tomorrow, I mean, these markets are going to rip. But yeah, it's tough to get a gauge on the VIX right now. I think the VIX has happened. I think the volatility has happened. If Trump comes out and nukes China or something, I think we're good. I think we're in the clear. I think all the uncertainty is out of the market, and we're going to continue on. You can see the weekly's red here, and the monthly, right, big spike. We could get one more spike. I don't know. I really don't know. It all depends on what Trump's going to tweet tomorrow, right? But above 36, if we sell off tomorrow, these markets are going to rip. Let's just hope Trump doesn't ruin it all, right? Dang, orange man. I like the total 3 here with the weekly. You're getting the weekly signal here. Last time we got those was back here in 2024. We were going sideways, and then we just ripped to the upside. So I like the total here. This is really good for altcoins. You got a big fat hammer candle right there on the monthly as well. And if this thing can get back over 800, we're in business. We're in business if this can get over 800 billion. HUT. Hut. This is, I believe, Trump's sons just bought this company or had a partnership with them or something. It's got a green there on the weekly, on the monthly. So I'll be watching the daily for a breakout over the 50. Okay, you want to see that breakout over the 50. But right now, this thing's stuck in a downtrend at the moment. I would wait for a monthly dot there or for a breakout over the 50. We got C3AI. Same thing, stuck in a downtrend. Wait for the monthly. Okay, wait for the monthly to flip green. That's what I'd be doing there. We got Amazon. It's going to be the same thing. What do these guys report earnings? See, falling knife there. So we want to wait till the candle flips to green here. Okay, weekly's at a very interesting point down here at 160. That's a very big support level there on the weekly. So that's into a 200-day moving average. That means that's the 4-year moving average there. That's the 4-year moving average. Okay, the 50. And I'd want to see it break out here over the got the death cross too there. I haven't seen a death cross here on Amazon. Jesus, since all the way back here. That was all the way back in 2022. And we were stuck in a downtrend for a very long time. So, yeah. I wouldn't be going long on Amazon personally here until I saw more of a sign that we're going to reverse. What do they got earnings? Looks like next week. So next week is going to be huge. Next week we got Apple, we got Microsoft, we got Amazon, and who did we have? What does Netflix report? Netflix, ooh, they're doing pretty good. Oh, they already reported. They reported a profit, and they're absolutely soaring right now. But big earnings coming. We've got Tesla earnings tomorrow, but Amazon right now, I would be waiting, guys. I would wait for a monthly green A green dot on the monthly chart is what I want to buy, and I would just wait until you get that. Boom. You got it right back here. You also got it here at 120 and then one again at 88, but then it went all the way up to 240. So right now it's a falling knife. So 160 is a big level. If you're in the trade, I would set stop loss at 160. If 160 breaks, Amazon going to be in some trouble. But they could pump really hard off their earnings if they crush it. But I got to imagine Amazon is also really hurt by these tariffs. So unless he's going to lift the tariffs, not good. Because again, a lot of people sell their shit from China on that app. Holy smokes. I think we covered a lot of these. So, yeah, my wife's cooking dinner. And I can just smell it, and I want to get out there. Let's get through these real quickly. RHHBY, never heard of this company, but it's got a red dot there of the monthly. Weekly not doing so good. Doesn't look bad. If you're in this one, I'd set a stop loss at 38. $38 on the stop loss. We got STX. I was looking at this today. This looks good. STX, this is a cryptocurrency. That one's breakout now over the 50, so that's a good bullish sign. We also got a reversal there. So I'm putting this one on the watch list. It's got that green candle breaking out here on the weekly as well. Okay, I like STX, looks solid. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call this one out over here. Okay, if you guys are into Discord, also get my A1 setups. I call my favorite setups over here inside of Overkill alerts. But STX, that's a good request right there. I like that one. SUI we covered, XTZ covered. We got Walmart. Walmart is red on the monthly. It's got a green candle, but you need this one. I don't know, trade. This was a good place to buy Walmart here, but you want this one to hold on to 90. What else we got? XLM. XLM, I believe we covered too. Yeah, XLM isn't quite there. It's got a green dot on the weekly, but it's not quite there yet. Okay, I'm putting that one on the red layer. I would like to see it break out over 27. If it can get over that blue line on our daily chart there, or flip this candle to green. If it flips to green, it'll be at 27. So typically when the candle flips to green, that means we have broken out over that level. So that's why we like to watch for the green candle or the green dot on the monthly chart. That is why that is in our trading rules. So wait for that candle to flip there on XLM. We got Shopify, another name that I believe is going to be hit very, very hard. These tariffs. Again, a lot of e-commerce people buy their shit from China and they sell it on their store for a profit. So another name I just don't want to buy down here during these tariffs. Okay, look at that. I mean, that's about to get the death. So I would stay away. I'm sorry, guys. I think crypto is the move right now. Looking at the stocks, I think stocks for a pretty big correction here. I don't see this one here. I don't see DEC, unless you mean DECL. Yeah, I don't think you mean. I don't see that one on my chart. I'm sorry. Soxel. So this one is back down to where it bounced last time, right here at 7. I told you guys to wait for this green monthly dot. I see some of you jump the gun. Got a green weekly, so I like this one as long as it can hold on to like $7. But that one's also stuck in a downtrend. But 7 is a pretty big support. But I would wait for the green candle, right? The monthly or the green dot. Last time we got a green dot down here was back here in July at 950. It went all the way up to $70. So wait for confirmation. Okay, a green candle or a green dot is the candle you want to trade. You don't want to try to catch a falling knife. UPRO. I believe it is the S&P 500. Also just got the death cross. So we could bounce back up here to like 72, but this thing's stuck in a downtrend right now to happen. We need Trump to tweet. We need the tariffs to go away. We need something to go on. Okay, watch for a weekly dot. Last time we got the weekly was November 6th, right there at 37. It did the ripski. So I'd watch for the weekly, and I'd also watch for the breakout over the 50 or the candle to flip back to green. But we are sitting at a very big moving average here. Boom, bounced on it last time there. Boom, bounced on it last time there. So we shall see. We shall see what happens. Link we covered. XRP we covered near. And if you guys missed the catch it over there in the Discord. Okay, monthly chart. We got that thing selling off here as well. So again, wait for that candle to flip back to green. It's trying to bounce here off of 2. So $2 is big support for near. But again, if you want to wait for the green candle, wait for the green candle. That will tell you, hey, this is definitely the bottom, or a very good chance that this is the bottom. It's got a weekly. And again, if Bitcoin's going to take off here, this thing's going to take off too. So as long as this one holds $2, I like it. But there's no confirmation that we are out of this downtrend. Again, we want to wait for the breakout above the 50. Okay, we've been stuck in the downtrend for a while now. So watch for that thing to break out over 250. If it breaks 250, party's on. But I'd be watching the monthly for either a dot or a candle there. FLR, we already covered that. And I'm sorry, guys. I gotta go have dinner with my wife here in a minute. Bitcoin dominance. I'll take a few requests here from the Discord or from the chat, like I told you guys. So get those in right now, and I will take a look at those. Bitcoin dominance is just tearing right now. It's ripping. So I got a feeling this thing's going to start selling off here eventually. It's got to, right? It can't be 100%. So I think the highest it can get is probably 70%, and then it's going to fall to the floor. It's ever been is like 73% before we went into that massive altcoin season right there. Okay, that was the biggest altcoin season we've ever had right here. We went from 70 all the way down to 40. So get prepared. I think we're going to top out around 68 to 70. Polkadot we covered, XLM we covered, FTM. Okay, wait for the candle to flip green. Sonic. Wait, what are you talking about? FTM slash. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, brother. I don't know if you're talking about Sonic. Yeah, I don't know. There's just not enough data on this for me. Kraken chart. Yeah, all I can see is the daily here, and it's stuck in a downtrend. I wouldn't touch Sonic. FTM, on the other hand, yeah, I'd wait for the monthly to flip. Rocket Lab. You guys could just call out the tickers. That helps a lot. That was rejected off the 50 there with a red dot. So I would use the if you want to set a tight stop, I put it at 1750. 1750 needs for you. 1750 is a big level for you there, boy. Okay, we need a green day tomorrow. 17 to 1750 is where I'd have my stop on that one. We got AAUD or AUUD. Yeah, I'm not touching that. Penny stock. PF. Ugly, man. Ugly. Oh, they're all cryptos. I'm looking at stocks like, oh my God. I don't see that one. What's those are? F. Yeah, those are, so I would avoid those two like the plague. And then BNB Binance. Binance has support down there at like 500. And that one's trying to break out here. So you can move your stop loss up to like 560. I'd honestly probably put it at 520 there. I don't know. I don't know too much about Binance. I know that's one of the largest exchanges. I know the guy went to prison. That's about all I know. But that has a green dot on the weekly. So again, if we're going to break out here, Bitcoin's going to break out over 90K tonight. You're going to see BNB probably go with it. So it needs to break out over, if it can get over 650, party's on, dude. Party's on. LPT. Ew, this one got whacked. Okay, wait for that monthly to flip. Wait for that monthly to flip green or the candle. OP. Same thing. Wait for the candle to flip green. When it flips green, we'll most likely break out over that 50 EMA there. But this thing's trying to bottom off of 50 cents. Doesn't mean it's going to, but it is bouncing on a pretty nice support that we got back here in 2022. So watch 50 cents there. PENGU. The Pudgy Penguins. Oh, man. What is life? This is just getting out of hand, man. I don't know. It just looks like a typical meme. If you want to buy it, buy it. But meme coins don't really work with technical analysis. CRV, on the other hand, I really like this name. This one's great on the monthly. I'd be buying CRV right here. I think it looks really, 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 really good. And you could use a stop loss right there at 50 cents if you want to. I think it looks really good. I'd buy this one on the next daily dot. That will be called out in the Discord under the daily alerts section up here inside the Discord. But I like that one. It broke over our EMAs. Okay, broke over the EMAs. It's got a weekly green dot, and it's got a green candle here on the monthly, which tells me that in May, we should see a green dot here in about 10 days if we can hold on to 50 cents. So I like it. I'd be a buyer of CRV here. There's something going on with that one. I really like that. ADA we covered, Pepe we covered, USGO. Now's the time to get those requests in the chat, guys. If you guys want me to cover yours, I'm going to take a few that we haven't covered yet. We got a green candle here on the monthly and red dot on the daily. So you could buy this one on the next daily red dot. Again, as long as the candle or the dot is green, we want to buy the green dots here on the daily. Okay, I'd look to buy this one around 950 and 9. Those would be my two targets. 9 would be a steal. 9 would be a great buy on USGO. That'd be right there at that 200 EMA, boom, 200 EMA, boom, 200 EMA, boom, 200 EMA. As long as we're trending above the EMAs on the daily, we're in an uptrend. If we're trending below them, we are in a downtrend, okay? GME, we covered Doge, the last one of the night. Doge, 15 cents. Looks good. Looks really good at 15 cents. Okay, it's still red there on the monthly, though. So you just want this one to hang on to 15. I'd like to see it break out over 18. It does have a green dot here on the weekly. So you can nibble here, or you could wait for us to confirm, right? Green candle is confirmation of a reversal or a green dot on the chart, just like we got right here at 12 cents. It went all the way up to 50. You could wait for one of those two, or you could buy it right here. I think 15 cents is a good place to buy Doge. If it breaks down below 15 again, I'd look to buy it at around 10. But yeah, waiting for a green candle or green dot there. Let's take some requests here. I'm going to cover the ones that I have not covered yet. We covered XRP. We covered Link. So if you guys want to go get coverage of those, watch the replay. The replay is going to be posted right here. Right here. Bang. I took away the graphic because the graphic said it was the 14th. But it's the 21st. So just click on this link right here and it'll bring the replay of today's stream. That's over there in the Discord. But SoFi right now, again, falling knife right now. It's trying to bounce here. 10 is going to be a big level. And it needs to hold on to 10. I personally would want to wait till it breaks back out over like 12. But if you want to buy it here into earnings, make sure you use a stop loss at $10. We got Alpha also still a falling knife, so we want to wait for that reversal candle or the dot. What's up, Dre? RKT. Rocket. Rocket is red. Rocket Company's falling knife here. Okay. Rejected by A's. Now we're falling. I think they got like bought out or something. There was some news on them. I think Redfin bought them out, or they bought Redfin out or something like that. So again, trending below the EMAs, below the EMA, below the EMA, below the EMA. Below. We broke out a little bit, pulled back. That was a nice trade. That was a decent trade, but this thing's getting rejected now. $11 is going to be a big level for Rocket. It needs to hold 11, but that thing gapped down today. Not looking good. Angels said Kava. Yeah, ugly. I'd wait for the monthly to reverse there. I just wait on that. Anyone else got requests that we haven't covered yet? Yeah, guys, beware of scammers, by the way. Again, getting a lot of messages. I will never DM you or add you guys as a friend on any platform. So just know that if someone's messaging you and they're named Overkill Trading, it's most likely a scammer. Unless you message me first, I am never going to reach out to you. I am never going to add you as a friend. Okay, I just want to be very clear about that. And that's all the way over there in the Discord. The Discord's a good place to be, guys, because you get protected against all that. Stink Dex, I don't see that one, my friend. Oh, here we go. Let's look at gold. Oh, wait, no, that's not gold. Yeah, it is gold. My man. Look at that. Oh, wow. All-time highs. Baby. Oh, damn. Okay, that thing is just ripping, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Blue sky breakout. There's no real level to, I mean, this thing's at all-time highs. So, yeah, I mean, it's just ripping. There's no telling where it's going to top, but we are sitting in the red zone. So, yeah, I would have liked to buy it right here up against the 50. Would have liked to buy it right here. Would have liked to buy it right there. And I would have liked to buy it right here into those EMAs on the daily. But up here, I mean, I'd be trimming some, honestly. I'd be selling something. Okay, maybe 25, 30%. Or 50%, and then roll it into some crypto, because I think crypto is going to follow this trend. I think this next move is coming for Bitcoin. This is going to be Bitcoin here, but it hasn't taken off yet. So if you're holding gold, congratulations. That's been a great move. All right, last one here for comp, and then I'm going to sign off here, guys. I'm going to go eat dinner with my wife, and we'll be back here on Wednesday. If I did miss your request, get them over here in the chart request thread. You do have to be a member to request charts. Obviously, you get priority on the chart requests, but comp does have a green candle here on the monthly. The weekly is green. So, I mean, if you want to own this thing, I'd buy it here. I got stopped out on this one right around, I think it was like $60 or something like that. Maybe, I can't remember where I got stopped out, honestly. I think I got stopped out at like $60. But again, we're in a downtrend. So I want to see a big breakout, a retest, and a bounce. Okay. Breakout, retest, bounce. So this thing, I don't know what the hell this thing's doing. It's just going sideways right now. So I like it as long as it can hold on to $30. Don't know too much about the project. It's been going sideways for a very long time. I see one more for CTX. I'm guessing you're talking about a crypto here. That thing's selling off hard. So again, I'd wait for a green candle or a green dot. Right now, we are a falling knife. But it looks like the weekly's coming here soon. Again, the weekly chart will feed the monthly chart. So I'd wait on the dot there, or I would wait for this candle to flip to green on CTX. And that looks like it, guys. If you guys are interested in the indicator that we talked about today, the indicator link is right here in the trading indicator tab. Just click this link. Takes a couple of clicks, and everything loads directly up into your TradingView account. You guys will get all of the EMAs. You'll get the Fibonacci tool. You'll get the green and red dots, everything that we talked about in today's video by clicking that link. If you guys need help with that, just email me. My email is right there, overkill@overkillinvesting.club. Go ahead and become a member too while you're at it. Okay, come over here and join up. Join the Overkill Army, baby. We're taking over one trade at a time. Ooh, I'm going to trademark that. But we have around 1,500 members over here. It's around $4 a month. All you guys got to do is click this link right here to subscribe. And that will get you access to all of the alerts from the indicator and also access to our chat rooms. And the Overkill alerts, these are my A1 setups. Also, I post all my trades over here as well. You guys can check those out. And obviously, you'll get the ability to request charts. And you'll get our weekly watch list every single Friday. We pick out the top every single week for the following week. You guys can get access to that too when you become a member. Again, you just got to click on this link right here. Again, it is as little as $4 a month if you guys pay for the year in full. With that being said, though, I'm going to go have dinner with my wife. I hope you guys have a great night, and we'll be back here Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. That is Pacific time for a live request in over here for that stream. But we'll be covering those again on Wednesday's stream. So God bless you guys. I'll see you in the next one.